Imagine opening a book that has defeated some of the smartest people who ever lived. A book studied by historians, linguists, codebreakers, mathematicians, and now even artificial intelligence. A book that has been sitting in plain sight for centuries. Yet nobody can read a single confirmed sentence. Not one. The pages are filled with strange plants that seem to exist nowhere on Earth. Mysterious diagrams of stars and planets, hundreds of naked figures bathing in green liquid, and thousands upon thousands of words written in a language that doesn't officially exist. This is the Voynich Manuscript, and the deeper researchers look into it, the stranger it becomes. Because the biggest mystery may not be what the book says, it may be whether it was ever meant to be read at all. The story begins in 1912. A rare book dealer named Wilfred Voynich was searching through a collection of ancient manuscripts near Rome. Among the dusty volumes, one book immediately caught his attention. It looked old, very old, but unlike other medieval books, its pages were covered in writing nobody recognized. The alphabet was completely unknown. The illustrations were unlike anything anyone had seen. Voynich realized he had found something extraordinary. The manuscript would eventually become known by his name, the Voynich Manuscript. At first, many believed the mystery would be solved quickly. After all, people had deciphered ancient languages before. Egyptian hieroglyphics had been cracked. Lost scripts had been translated. Surely this book would eventually reveal its secrets. More than a century later, that confidence has disappeared because every serious attempt has failed. And that's where the mystery truly begins. The manuscript contains around 240 surviving pages. Researchers generally divide it into several sections. The first section appears botanical. Nearly every page contains a plant. At least, something that looks like a plant. The problem is that many of them don't match known species. Some leaves look familiar. Some flowers seem recognizable. But when botanists try to identify them, certainty quickly disappears. Many appear to be combinations of different plants, almost as if someone took pieces from several species and merged them into entirely new creations. Then there are the astronomical pages. Circular diagrams fill the manuscript. Stars, moons, constellations, zodiac symbols. Some resemble medieval astrological charts. Others look completely unfamiliar. Then comes perhaps the strangest section of all. Hundreds of tiny female figures appear throughout the pages. Many are shown bathing in green liquid. Some stand inside elaborate pools connected by strange tubes and pipes. Others seem to emerge from mysterious containers. The imagery feels almost dreamlike. Medical, alchemical, symbolic, maybe all three. Nobody knows. The manuscript also contains fold-out pages showing enormous circular diagrams that may represent maps, cosmology, or something entirely different. Finally, there are pages filled with jars, roots, ingredients, and what appear to be short, recipe-like entries. The entire book feels organized, purposeful, structured, like an encyclopedia from a world that never existed. And that's exactly why researchers take it seriously, because random nonsense usually doesn't look this deliberate. For decades, people argued about when the manuscript was created. Some suspected it was a modern forgery. Others connected it to famous historical figures. A few even believed it was written by Roger Bacon, a medieval scholar surrounded by legends of secret knowledge. Then, science entered the story. In 2009, radiocarbon dating provided one of the most important discoveries ever made about the manuscript. The parchment was dated to the early 1400s. That finding changed everything. Suddenly, many popular theories collapsed. The manuscript was far older than some researchers expected, and perhaps most importantly, it became extremely unlikely that Wilfrid Voynich had forged it himself. The book was real, medieval, authentic. Someone had spent enormous time, effort, and money creating it. But why? Creating such a manuscript would not have been cheap. Parchment was expensive. Ink was expensive. Illustrations required skill. The project may have taken months or even years, which raises an uncomfortable question. Who invests that much effort into a book that nobody can understand? And what were they trying to achieve? The manuscript's writing is often called Voynichese, and this is where things become truly fascinating. At first glance, the text appears meaningless, but researchers quickly discovered something surprising. It doesn't behave like random gibberish. Certain symbols appear more frequently than others. Words repeat in patterns. Some words are common, others are rare. Some symbols prefer the beginnings of words. Others appear near the ends. These are exactly the kinds of patterns found in real languages. Imagine throwing random letters onto a page. You wouldn't expect consistent structure, yet Voynichese shows structure everywhere. And that creates a huge problem if it's nonsense. It's incredibly sophisticated nonsense. If it's meaningful, nobody can decipher it. Researchers have spent decades analyzing the text with computers. Some studies suggest it shares statistical properties with natural languages. Others argue the patterns are artificial. And that's where the debate begins. Because there are two very different possibilities. The manuscript contains meaning, or it only imitates meaning. And those are not the same thing. If anyone could solve the Voynich manuscript, surely it would be professional cryptographers, people whose careers involved breaking secret codes. During the 20th century, some of the world's best codebreakers examined the manuscript. Many had cracked military ciphers during wartime. Others specialized in ancient languages. None succeeded. Again and again, researchers announced breakthroughs. The manuscript was Hebrew. Then it wasn't. It was Latin. Then it wasn't. It was Turkish. Then it wasn't. It was an extinct language. Then it wasn't. Every few years, headlines appear, claiming the mystery has finally been solved. And every few years, experts reject the claims, because a real solution must do something very difficult. It must explain the entire manuscript, not just a few words, not just a few pages. Every page, every sentence, every symbol. So far, nobody has done that, which is remarkable. We have translated ancient Egyptian hieroglyphs. Could the Voynich manuscript be a fraud? At first, that sounds ridiculous. The manuscript is huge, detailed, consistent. Creating it would have required immense effort. Why spend years producing meaningless text? But history contains many examples of people creating elaborate fakes, especially when money is involved. One theory suggests the manuscript was designed to impress wealthy collectors. In an age fascinated by alchemy, astrology, and magic, Such an object could be incredibly valuable. But the hoax theory has problems. The text contains patterns that seem too sophisticated for simple nonsense. The illustrations appear organized. The manuscript changes style across sections. It feels like there is an underlying system. If it's fake, it's one of the most intelligent fakes ever created. And perhaps that's why researchers remain divided, because the evidence never fully supports any single explanation. For years, experts believed the Voynich Manuscript was either a hidden language or meaningless nonsense. But recent research suggests a third possibility. A 2026 study showed that a medieval person could potentially create Voynich-like text using simple tools and encoding rules available at the time. The study did not solve the manuscript, but it revealed something important. The text may be neither a normal language nor random gibberish, and that makes the mystery deeper than ever. The internet is full of claims that the Voynich Manuscript contains alien knowledge, lost technology, or supernatural secrets. But there is no evidence for any of that. The truth is simpler. Researchers genuinely don't know what the manuscript is. It could be a lost language, a code, an artificial system, or something else entirely. And that's exactly what keeps the mystery alive. What's truly remarkable isn't the manuscript itself. It's how differently people interpret it. Linguists see language. Cryptographers see code. Historians see symbolism. Skeptics see a hoax. Yet none can prove their theory. Perhaps that's why the Voynich Manuscript remains so fascinating. It reveals how desperately humans want answers. Today, we know the manuscript is real, medieval, and still undeciphered. Beyond that, the answers remain uncertain. Maybe one day, someone will finally crack the code. After more than 600 years, the Voynich Manuscript continues to guard its secret. So, what do you think? A lost language, a brilliant cipher, or an elaborate hoax? Let us know in the comments, and don't forget to subscribe for more mysteries that continue to challenge everything we think we know.